much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that rewards obscure answers rather than the obvious ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Ali, and this is Emma, my university best friend and now wifey, and she's from Northampton, and I am from Rugby.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Paul. This is my daughter Izzy, and we're from Newport.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Kat. I'm from Basingstoke, and this is my mumsy Wendy.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Al. I'm from Coventry. It's my good friend Shree, and he's from Grimsby.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a man with a completely normal-sized head. Trust me, it's no bigger than the average head. Don't stare at it, you'll give him a complex. My pointless friend is Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Now,
yes,
two returning pairs from last time. They had very different shows as well. Wendy and Kat, welcome back, got knocked out in round one on pop music. And Sree and Al on the final podium there, who got all the way through to the head-to-head. Now, we talked about Sree and Al last time because they have the joint shortest pair name in the history of Pointless, just 5 letters between the two of them, OK? Now, I don't know if you've looked around the rest of the thing. We have got the lowest number of letters, over 8 contestants in the history of Pointless today. We have 28 letters. That's 3.5 per contestant, which is crazy. Wendy, you've got the most letters in your name of anybody on the show.
Oh, fabulous.
I mean, have you ever heard such a thing?
Oh, imagine if we'd missed that. Imagine if someone hadn't noticed that. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Good. Now, Sarah and Hannah got through to the final last time, didn't win the jackpot, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £3,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember this, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round, of course, that gets eliminated. So just keep your scores as low as you possibly can and everything will be fine. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is racket sports. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns tennis prize money leaders. Tennis prize money leaders, that's just 4 words.
It sure is. We're going to show you 16 pictures now. They're all people that are in the top 50 money winners on the men's or women's tour. Can you name any of these pictures, please?
Thank you very much indeed. As Richard's mentioned, we're going to put an image up with 16 faces on it. It won't be changing halfway through the round. It'll stay up for the whole round. You just have to name any of the men or women tennis players on this picture. OK, let's reveal that picture, and here it is. There they are. OK. Let you get a good view of that. Now then, Emma.
Hi.
Welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Emma.
I'm an English teacher who is obsessed with Harry Potter and the Rocky Horror Show.
Those classes must be fun.
A little bit, yeah.
Rocky Horror Show. Is it something you listen to a lot? I mean, are the productions
we go
of
and
it
watch
you
the
can go and see
shows
it?
quite a lot, and
Yeah.
we dress up as well. So we've done quite a few costumes from the show.
OK, that's good.
So
do you have a standard person you go as, or
It changes every time, really. We've done the aliens. Riff Raff and Magenta.
Yeah.
We've done Riff Raff and Magenta quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're kind of our standard ones.
And Brad and Janet.
Brad and Janet.
OK, very good. Now, from that to tennis. Emma, who are you going to go for? Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say Roger Federer.
Tactically, you might be taking the only answer someone else knows off the board. So actually, you never know. Could be very wise what you're doing. Roger Federer, let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Wow, down it goes 56. 56 for Roger Federer. Strong start to the round.
Yeah, he's won over $126 million. That's a lot of dollars, isn't it?
A lot of dollars.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Izzy, welcome.
Hi.
Here from Newport.
Yes, here from Newport.
Tell us all about yourself.
I'm studying English with creative writing at Nottingham Uni at the moment.
Excellent, very good. And what do you like doing in your spare time?
Drawing, like writing. I like doing makeup as well, stuff like that. Quite creative sort of stuff, yeah.
OK, very good indeed. Do you follow tennis?
No. I know a few names in my head, but I don't know what they look like, so it's really frustrating because I don't know if they're on there or not. So
OK.
I think I'll have to play it safe. I'm going to say Novak Djokovic.
Novak Djokovic, says Izzy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Novak Djokovic. Well, Federer got 56. Djokovic, 45. There we are. Well done. Good score.
Prize money of 134 million for Djokovic, which is more than anyone's ever had. So these figures are not going any higher than that. 134 million.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Kat, welcome back.
Hello.
Good to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Kat.
I'm currently taking a gap year before doing a master's in acting.
What's been your favourite kind of acting? Kat's been doing acting. We discovered this last time.
I've only done comedy so far, and they're really
good.
fun. So
That's nice. Oh, excellent.
But Shakespeare was a treat doing that. So
That's nice. Yeah, lovely. What was your favourite Shakespeare?
we did Twelfth Night, and I was Lady Olivia, which was really
Very
fun.
nice. Excellent. Richard was Count Orsino.
I was, yeah.
In,
many years ago. If
Excellent.
music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it.
No, but she gets very bored of Count Orsino, of course.
Yeah, you
she's,
just keep going on and on, don't you?
That was my style.
That was it. Kat, what are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to have to go with Venus Williams.
Venus
And
Williams.
I hope I've got the right one.
Says Kat. Let's see if you have got the right one. How many of our 100 people
I
said
haven't.
Venus Williams? Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. That's a personal 200 club you've just joined there. 100 points for that.
Yeah, no Venus Williams there, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much indeed. And now then, Shri, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Shri.
I work for a recruitment company in insurance in London, and I've recently taken up running.
And you've been doing the Couch to 5K
Yeah,
programme. You've now reached the 5K level. How long did it take you to get from Couch to 5K?
9 weeks.
Very good indeed. Now, Shri, who have you got? Who are you going to go for?
Martina Hingis.
Martina Hingis, says Shri. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Martina Hingis. Good answer. Down it goes to 14. Very well done indeed, Shri.
Well played, 3. There's Martina Hingis, 5 Grand Slam singles titles, including 1 Wimbledon.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 14, the best score of the past. Shri, well done. We travel from there up to 45, where we find Izzy and Paul, up to 56, where we find Emma and Ali, and then up to 100, where we find Kat and Wendy. So, yes, a little bit ahead there, Wendy. Listen, you never know what might happen in the next pass. Who knows? A lovely low score from you, though, could turn things around. So, very best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Al, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Al.
I'm a maths teacher.
Maths teacher.
And I am a runner. Well, I say runner. I think I'm just trying to stop the inevitable dad bod.
OK, where are you on the couch to 5K? You near the couch? You're out the door?
I'm a bit past that.
Oh, you're out, that's good.
Yeah, a little bit. About half marathon.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, Al, we are looking for the name of any of these top-earning tennis players. There you are. You're on 14. If you score 85 or less, even at this early stage, you're through to the next round.
Yeah, I like tennis, but I don't like faces. So, I think I recognise Goran Ivanisevic.
Goran Ivanisevic, says Al. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with Goran Ivanisevic? Let's find out. It's right, and you're through. Very well done. 14's what Shri got. Oh, you beat him. 13, look at that. 27. Lovely low total there on the far podium.
Well played, yeah, $19 million over his career. Ivanisevic famously won Wimbledon in 2001 as a wild card, knocked out Henman in the semi-finals.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Wendy, your time to shine. Welcome back. Wendy, remind us all about yourself.
I'm head of student support unit in a secondary school, so that's the inclusion unit. And I'm a runner in my spare time as well.
Do you do half marathons?
I've done the London Marathon once. That's the only marathon I've done.
Whole marathon?
Yeah, and I've done lots of half marathons.
I haven't done one. I haven't done a 5K. I've barely done the couch. Good stuff. Now, you know your tennis. I know you do. On that basis, I am imagining you're going to be at home with some of these faces.
Yeah. I'm going for Andre Agassi.
Andre Agassi, says Wendy. OK, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see how far down the column we get with Andre Agassi. That goes down to 27. 127 is your total. There's still a possibility for you for remaining in.
Won 60 singles titles in his career, Agassi, including 8 Grand Slams, $31 million. Which doesn't sound much when you've just heard how much Djokovic won.
Well, that's true.
Poor Agassi.
Still a lot. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Paul, welcome. Great to have you here, Paul. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a retired police officer. Did 30 years with Gwent Police. Retired a couple of years ago and decided to go back and work for them again.
In a different capacity, or...?
Yeah. I worked in CID originally, and I've gone back as a support officer, taking statements for officers to help them with their investigations.
Very good. Paul, you're on 45, which means you only have to score 81 or less to get through. So who are these top tennis players?
I'm going to go with Maria Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova, says Paul. Here is your red line, nice and high. Can you get below that with Maria Sharapova? Let's find out. Bad luck. I'm sorry, Paul. Maria Sharapova is an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 145, and brings a smile, in fact, a look of incredulity to the faces of Wendy and Kat.
Yeah, no Maria Sharapova, I'm afraid, Paul. I mean, it does look like her in the red headband and the curly hair, but not her.
Thank
you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Annie, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, a bit like Emma, really. I'm an English teacher in the Midlands. We often like to do adventuring and exploring in the summer holidays.
Like what?
So we just went to Italy.
Yes.
And we went to Venice and Rome.
Yes.
And we went to Venice partly because of your hidden cities, which we love.
Thank you very much.
And part of it was we went to the Plague Islands. And Emma had to take the lead because we were walking all the way around a Plague Island and there was loads of nature.
Yes, a lot of nature there.
Which meant that she was the human shield and ended up getting bitten 20 times.
A lot of that kind of biting.
So, it's so nice that your documentaries inspire people.
I know, isn't it? That's nice. Anyway, there we are. Annie, you are on 56, which means 88 or less gets you into the next round. Do you want to go through some of those as yet unnamed tennis stars?
Really, really not. I think I know the one that, Richard, you said was Maria Sharapova, but I'm going to say Serena Williams.
OK, Serena Williams.
Serena Williams.
Says Ali. Here's your red line. Can you get below that with Serena Williams? Let's find out. It's right, and you're through. Well done. Down that goes to 40, taking your total up to 96. But you're through to round 2. Very well done.
Yeah, she's won over $90 million, Serena Williams. And 40 points. Now, let's go. I won't tell you to go through the rest of these. You'll know some of them. You'll know the first one on the left there.
Martina Navratilova.
Martina Navratilova. She would have scored you 30 points. Next to her is Petra Kvitova. She would have scored 4. Very well done. If you got Milos Raonic, he would have scored you 3 points. You know the guy on the next row?
I do, John McEnroe.
John McEnroe. He would have scored 35. Next to him...
Jennifer Capriati.
It is Jennifer Capriati. Would have scored you 4 points. Now, a pointless answer now at the end of the second row. She won Wimbledon a few years back, and everyone was very happy. Marion Bartoli of France. Pointless answer. Well done if you said that. Next row down, she was #1 in 2019. Ash Barty, the Australian. She would have scored you 1. Now, here's a guy, very well done if you got this, who's snuck in the bottom of the top 50 earners. Philipp Kohlschreiber, the German. He would have scored you nothing at all. Then it is...
Steffi Graf.
Steffi Graf, who would have scored you 36. Now, I have to admit, I thought this was a young Rafa Nadal when I first saw it. But it is not. It is,
the cheekbones, you're right.
Marat Safin, and he would have scored you 1 point. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, this means we are now at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm afraid, Paul and Izzy, it is you. I'm so sorry, Paul. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thank you so much, Paul and Izzy. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Down to 3 pairs. Here we are in round 2. Very well done, everybody. Made it through the tennis round. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is definitions. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns words with 5 successive consonants. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you 6 definitions of words, each of which have 5 successive consonants somewhere in them. We're also going to show you those 5 successive consonants, but what are these words, please?
Imagine if we had a team made up of 2 English teachers.
Oh, I mean, they would be unbeatable, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. Anyway, let's reveal our board of clues. Here they are. First board of 6. A person who spends money in an extravagant, irresponsible way. NDTHR. Unit of length equal to 100 millionth of a centimetre. NGSTR. The former monetary unit of Germany. TSCHM. Amorphous black mineral ore of uranium. TCHBL. The location where something started or originated. RTHPL. A device for opening wine bottles. RKSCR. I'll read those definitions again. A person who spends money in an extravagant, irresponsible way. Unit of length equal to 100 millionth of a centimetre. The former monetary unit of Germany. Amorphous black mineral ore of uranium. The location where something started or originated. And a device for opening wine bottles. There we go. Ali.
No.
It's fun, though.
There's no pressure for 2 English teachers. There is, a lot of pressure. OK, I think I know a few of them. But I'm going to go for the former monetary unit of Germany and say the Deutschmark.
Deutschmark, says Ali. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Deutschmark. It's right. Down it goes to 62. Not bad.
Yeah, replaced by the euro, of course, in the early 21st century. You can still swap any old Deutschmark if you've got them. There's one place you can do it in Germany. You can swap them for euro if you want to.
That's interesting.
Yeah, if you've got some in a drawer somewhere.
Got them. Probably.
I mean, it'll probably cost you more to get over there, and so, but you know.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Wendy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I know the bottom one. Oh, I think I've just got the top one, so I'll go for that one. A spendthrift.
Spendthrift. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said spendthrift. Spendthrift is right. 62 is the only score we have so far, and you pass it 54. Not bad for spendthrift.
Yeah, George IV was one of the greatest spendthrifts in history, and lots of his expenditure is documented. And one of his bits of expenditure, the runners here will be interested to know, was for a pedometer. So he was virtually the first person ever to get a Fitbit.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Shri. You're the last person to have this board. Talk us through it. Fill in all those blanks.
The 2 answers I know have gone. I think I know the last one. Gonna have to trust Al and see what he does. I'm gonna have to go for last one, corkscrew.
Corkscrew.
Yes.
Says Shri. Let's see how many of our 100 people got corkscrew. That says a lot about us as a nation, doesn't it? 96 for corkscrew. OK, there we are. Richard.
Yeah, first corkscrew appeared in the 17th century. How are you on any of these? Do you know the unit of length?
I'm just trying really hard to make something out of the unit of length. Angstrom.
Angstrom is the right answer. Alexander Angstrom.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's me, look at that.
The Swedish Alexander Armstrong. Well done if you said that. 17 points. Now, the amorphous black mineral. This is a tougher one.
Natchblumen.
It is Natchblumen. No, it's pitch blend.
Oh, pitch blend.
Would have scored you 10 points. Well done if you said that. Now, this one you'll know.
I know, birthplace.
Birthplace is absolutely right. Would have scored you 72. So pitch blend is the best answer up there.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we are halfway through that round. Let's have a look at those scores. 54, the best score of the past. Well done. Wendy and Kat at the top of the table. I like that. 62 is where we find Ali and Emma. 96, where we find Shri and Al. Al, you know what you have to do. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more words containing 5 successive consonants up on the board, and here they are. A soup made with beetroot and usually served with sour cream. RSCHT. Sheet of glass in front of the driver of a vehicle. NDSCR. A plant related to the potato, typically having poisonous black or red berries. GHTSH. An approach to literature that holds that a text can have any number of meanings. STSTR. So shocked or surprised as to be unable to speak. MBSTR. And the chief member of the Council of Bards at an Eisteddfod. RCHDR. There we are. I'm going to read those definitions out, but better and quicker. A soup made with beetroot and usually served with sour cream. Sheet of glass in front of the driver of a vehicle. A plant related to the potato, typically having poisonous black or red berries. An approach to literature that holds that a text can have any number of meanings. So shocked or surprised as to be unable to speak. And the chief member of the Council of Bards at an Eisteddfod. There we are. Ow. Al, do you play rugby at all?
No.
I was just thinking, if you ever kicked conversions, I could see you. You're very good at... Sorry.
Right, I think I'll go for the third one down, and I'll say nightshade.
Nightshade, says Al. No red line for you as your high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said nightshade. 57. 57, 153 is your total.
Yeah, deadly nightshade, of course, being the most famous of the nightshades.
Thank you very much. Kat,
Hello.
you're on 54, which means if you can score 98 or less, you're in the head-to-head.
I was going to go for the third one down, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go for the second one down as windscreen.
Windscreen, says Kat. OK, here is your red line. If you get below that with windscreen, you are going through to the head-to-head. How many of our 100 people said windscreen? It's right. Ooh. It's right, and you are just through. Look at that, 94, taking your total up to 148.
Yeah, well, I played the very first cars, didn't have windscreens, so it didn't go fast enough. It's only when they got a bit faster that they needed them.
Yeah. Presumably, in those days, you'd have a special a wind kerchief. And you'd just drive along and every so often go...
Yeah, a wind kerchief.
A wind kerchief. Known as a winky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Now then, Emma.
Hi.
You're on 62, which
Yeah.
means 90 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
Okay.
Talk us through that board.
I only know one on there. And it's not the literature one, which is really annoying. So the one I'm going to go for is the fifth one down. And this is how I felt when I saw that literature one and realised I didn't know the answer, and that's dumbstruck.
Dumbstruck, says Emma. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with dumbstruck? Let's find out. It's absolutely right. And you're through. Very well done. 70 takes your total up to 132.
Yeah, high scoring round there. Some nice words, though. Shall we fill the rest of these in? What is that soup?
Borscht.
Borscht. Would have scored you 48. We'll leave the middle one because it's the best scorer. The Eisteddfod?
Is Archdruid.
Archdruid is correct. Would have scored you 15. And now you did English at university. This would have been pretty big at that time as well, I suspect.
Oh, hang on. Oh.
I tell you what, have you ever played rugby?
Do you know what? I just can't be bothered to think what it is. Isn't that...
It is post-structuralism.
Of course it is. There we go. Lovely.
2 points for
Lovely.
that. Very well done if you said that. It's somebody who makes mailboxes.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Al and Shri, I'm so sorry. Head-to-head as last time. I'm so sorry. We have to say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for playing. You've been brilliant. Al and Shri. But for the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Emma and Annie, Wendy and Kat. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £3,000. But here we are. We've reached that lovely plateau that is the head-to-head, which means you can now play as a pair. You can chat before you give your answers, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well, what about this?
It's fun, isn't it?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's great. Wendy and Kat have made it. Emma and Ali, first appearance on the show. Zhup, in they go as
Straight
our golden
through.
couple. That's good. There we are. Anyway, well, best of luck to both pairs. Anything could happen. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns actors playing actors. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 pictures now of actors playing actors. We're going to give you the name of the actor who's been played by the actor. You need to give us the name of the actor who is playing the actor.
Very nice indeed.
OK.
OK, yeah, clear as a bell. Let's reveal our 5 actors playing actors, and here they come. A, Katharine Hepburn. B, Charlie Chaplin. C, Grace Kelly. D, Peter Sellers. And E, Marilyn Monroe. There we are. 5 actors playing actors. Emma and Ali, you're our low scorers. You get to go first. Feel free to confer.
I know. We know A and we know C. We don't know either of the men. So we're going to go for E, Michelle Williams.
OK, E, Michelle Williams. Right, Wendy and Kat. Do you want to talk us through the rest of those actors playing actors?
I think I recognise all of them.
I don't
OK.
recognise any of them.
Yeah. D, I recognise, and I'm just trying to think of his name, and I can't see. Name's forgotten. I think this is a bit out there, but I think B might be. I don't think this at all, but I think he vaguely looks like Johnny Depp.
B?
For B, yeah.
You're going to say Johnny Depp?
Vaguely.
OK, so we have
It's
Michelle
nice,
Williams
isn't it?
and we have Johnny Depp. Emma and Ali have gone for Michelle Williams for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Michelle Williams. It is Michelle Williams, and that, I think, is a very good answer. Down it goes to 14. Very well done indeed. Good, nifty little move there as well. Nice. Wendy and Kat, meanwhile, have gone for B and have said Johnny Depp. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. I'm afraid not Johnny Depp, which means that Emma and Ali, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, not Johnny Depp, I'm afraid. Now, A was...
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, absolutely. She would have scored you 23. Now, B, not Johnny Depp. It's in the film Chaplin, of course.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr., yeah.
Oh,
Would have scored you 25.
that's who I meant. That's what his name is.
Oh, in that case, we can change it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? They're so easy to mix up, Robert Downey Jr. and Johnny Depp. Next one. C, this is the biggest scorer, is Nicole Kidman. She would have scored you 60. And the answer that would have won you the point, the best answer if you had got his name,
Geoffrey Rush.
Geoffrey Rush.
Brilliant.
Oh, of course.
Would have scored you 3 points. Very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, here comes your second question. Wendy and Kat, you have to win this one to stay in the game, so very, very best of luck. Our second question is all about the Union Jack. Richard.
Yep, 5 clues now to facts about the Union Jack or the Union flag.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues. And here they are. The member of the Spice Girls who performed in a Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards, the US state whose state flag contains the Union Jack in its top left corner, the graffiti artist who designed the Union Jack vest worn by Stormzy during his 2019 Glastonbury headline set, the flag's current design was adopted after the 1801 Act of Union during the reign of this king, and the number of UN member states other than the UK that have the Union Jack on their flag. I'm going to read those again. The member of the Spice Girls who performed in a Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards, the US state whose state flag contains the Union Jack in its top left corner, the graffiti artist who designed the Union Jack vest worn by Stormzy during his 2019 Glastonbury headline set, The flag's current design was adopted after the 1801 Act of Union during the reign of this king, and the number of UN member states, other than the UK, that have the Union Jack on their flag. There we are, Wendy and Kat.
We think the fourth one down, it's one of the Georges, but we're arguing, we're not sure which George.
The later one, because Victoria.
But that was 1837 she came to the throne. So I think it's George III.
I don't know, you just go with it.
We're going to go for George III, but it's probably
George
wrong.
III, OK, for the flag's current design. And Emma and Ali, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yeah, we know a couple of them. The first one is Jerry Halliwell, because, you know, Spice Girls forever. We could take a very poor stab at some of the others, but the one that we know for sure, that we think might be quite low, is... For sure. Yeah. The graffiti artist who designed the Union Jack was Banksy.
OK, which one
We're
do you want
going
to
with
go for?
Banksy.
You're going to go with Banksy, so we have George III and Banksy. Wendy and Kat have gone for George III. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people got it for the flag's current design in 1801.
It's the door.
It is George III. Very well done indeed. And that takes you down to 4, which is a great score. Very well done indeed. Emma and Ali, meanwhile, have gone for Banksy, the designer of Stormzy's vest at Glastonbury. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Banksy. Banksy is right. Down that goes to 55. Well done. Wendy and Kat, just what we needed from you there. You're back in the game after 2 questions. It's 1-1.
Yeah, very well played. Let's fill these in, shall we? The Spice Girls member was Jerry Halliwell. Big scorer, though, would have scored you 76. The US state is Hawaii.
That's it.
Yep, that would have scored you 14. And the UN member states, well, there's Australia, Fiji, New Zealand, and Tuvalu. So it's 4. And our 100 scored 12 there, so I'm guessing that some of them guessed, because I think that's quite a hard question.
It's quite a hard question. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes the decider, the third question. Whoever gets this one goes through to the final to play for that decent jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about the National Book Award Shortlist 2018.
I'm going to show you the titles now of 5 books that were on that shortlist, but we've missed 1 word out of each title. Can you fill in those words, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Can you supply the missing words to these book titles, 5 of them? And we have got Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Blank, Gail Honeyman. My Mum Tracy Blank, Jacqueline Wilson. How to Be a Blank, Peter Crouch. Blank People, Sally Rooney. And Life on Blank, David Attenborough. I will read that again. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Blank, My Mum Tracy Blank, How to Be a Blank, Blank People, and Life on Blank. There we are. Emma and Ali will go first again.
We can take a stab at some of them, but we're going to go for the top one and say sane.
OK. Sane. Eleanor Oliphant is completely sane. Now then, Wendy and Kat. Do you want to talk us through that board?
We don't know any of them either.
We don't know any of them, but we've got an idea for a couple.
We think the Peter Crouch one had to be a footballer, because we think he's a footballer. We're not 100% sure, but we think he might be a footballer.
We also think David Attenborough, we think, is probably
Life on Earth,
Earth.
but we think that's going to be a big scorer. So we're going to take a
stab at My Mum Tracy Beaker. We think might.
My Mum Tracy Beaker.
Would make me feel old, though.
Jacqueline Wilson. OK, so we have Sane versus Beaker. Emma and Ali have gone for Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Sane. Let's see if that's right. How many of our 100 people went with sane? Oh, no. I'm afraid not sane. Which means, Wendy and Kat, you merely have to be right with My Mum Tracy Beaker to win this point and go straight through to the final and play for that jackpot. So best of luck. Let's find out if Beaker is right. It is right. My Mum Tracy Beaker, absolutely right. And down it goes to 30. And it means after 3 questions, Wendy and Kat, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, it's about Tracy Beaker's daughter, Jess. Tracy Beaker first appeared in 1991, so it sort of makes sense. Now, Eleanor Oliphant is completely not saying fine, I'm afraid. Same sort of thinker. It's a terrific book. Would have scored you 12 points. It is How to Be a Footballer. That would have scored you 23. Another terrific book here, Normal People by Sally Rooney. And that would have scored you 5. And It Is Life on Earth by David Attenborough. And would have scored you 71. So Normal People, best answer there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, Emma and Ali, it's you. It's good news, really. It means you'll be back next time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would all have been over in just one show. Anyway, look forward to seeing you then. But meantime, thank you so much, Emma and Ali. But for Wendy and Kat, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Wendy and Kat. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,000. Well done. What's going to help you win that jackpot? What do you want to see in this last round?
Star Trek episodes.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen.
Stargate. Yeah.
Well, listen, any of these things could come up, and they might be hidden under other titles, but they could come up.
Preferably not pop music and sport.
Let's see what today's categories are. You have got to choose from religious pop music, the year 1964, Portuguese football,
Yes, we've got that one.
and films featuring actors from Cheers.
Well, not going to be religious pop music, because even the religious won't help us.
Or Portuguese football.
Portuguese football, that's complete no, because I don't think we know anything about that at all. So it's going to have to be films featuring actors from Cheers.
That's what it's going to be, films featuring actors from Cheers.
OK, we are looking for any feature film made for cinema release up to the end of July 2019, please, for whom one of the following receives a credit. Ted Danson, Woody Harrelson, and Kirstie Alley. Very, very best of luck.
OK, thank you very much. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories, just focus on whichever ones you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Woody Harrelson was in Zombieland.
I didn't know Zombieland until that was a good one. He was in that one with Demi Moore, where it was about a bet to sleep with Demi Moore's wife. I can't remember what it was called. Ted Danson was in the 3 Men and a Baby films.
I don't know.
You don't know. Woody Harrelson was also in the Hunger Games films.
Yeah, he was in Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, so whichever one you think.
One of those Mockingjay ones then. But the Zombieland, are you sure about that? Because I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
so Zombieland might be a good one. Kirstie Alley, I don't remember anything she's been in other than Cheers.
He was in all of them, wasn't he? Woody Harrelson was in all of them.
Yeah, he was in all of them
Hamish,
because he was Hamish.
Yeah.
So one of those. So which ones then? Maybe one of the latter.
Latter 2? Part 2?
Part 2, yeah. So that's.
So yeah, that'd be Zombieland. What was the other one you said?
3 Men and a Baby would be Ted Danson.
3 Men and a Baby and...
10 seconds left.
3 Men and a Little Lady might be it.
OK, we'll go that one.
Yeah.
And then Hunger Games.
And Hunger Games.
Mockingjay.
Yep, OK, yeah.
OK, sounds like you've got your 3 answers. There we are, and the minute has just finished at the right moment. What are you going to give me?
So from Ted Danson films, we're going to go 3 Men and a Little Lady.
3 Men and a Little Lady.
And for Woody Harrelson, we're going for Zombieland.
Zombieland.
And Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
And Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. OK, of those 3 answers, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Zombieland goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
The Ted Danson one.
3 Men and a Little Lady we'll put first. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have 3 Men and a Little Lady, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, and Zombieland. Well, 3 answers from here. They look great, I have to say. What if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot? 3,000 quid, that's a very nice jackpot to be taking home. What would you like to do with it, Wendy?
Well, Catherine really needs to have driving lessons because she can't drive, and I discovered on our journey here that she's rubbish at navigating as well.
I love the way in this context she becomes Catherine.
Yeah, she's always Catherine to me.
Yeah,
No,
she was Cat.
she's always Catherine
Now
to me.
Catherine, well, when she's in a car, she's Catherine. Kat, what about you?
I would buy myself some leather armour for the live-action roleplay that I do. I'm getting back into it.
Say for the journey home.
I need it for them too. But yeah, no, I need to get some leather armour to get back into doing LARP. So I've already got leather braces. I need to get greaves and leather chest piece. And you can get some really pretty ones with that kind of money, so...
Very good. OK, so your first answer was 3 Men and a Little Lady. In this case, we were looking for Ted Danson films. If this is pointless, you leave with £3,000. How many people said 3 Men and a Little Lady? It's right.
It's right.
Just has to be pointless. And you will win £3,000. Down we go. 3 Men and a Little Lady, taking us down through the 30s, through the 20s, into the teens. Oh, 13. 13. Not bad.
It's my lucky number, so...
That's a great score. Annoyingly, we only accept pointless answers in this round, though, so we have to move on to your next answer, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. We've now moved on to Woody Harrelson films. If this is pointless, it wins you £3,000. How many people said Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? Well, it's right. Your first answer was right, took us down to 13. 3 Men and a Little Lady. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 now takes us down into the teens. We passed 13, into single figures. Still going down, still going down. 5. OK, a better score. Down to 5. Let's move on to your third and final answer, Zombieland. This is the one you thought was your best shot. So Zombieland, we've got to hope, takes us all the way down to 0, so you can leave with that jackpot of £3,000. How many of our 100 people said Zombieland, named it as a Woody Harrelson film? Is it pointless? It's right. 3 correct answers. First answer took us down to 13. Second answer took us down to 5. Zombieland now takes us down through the... Oh, no, 16! Ah! Listen, those are 3 cracking low scores, though. Getting down to 5 is fantastic in this last round. But unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so no jackpot for you. But you each get to take home a pointless trophy, so very well done indeed.
Yeah, let's take a look at the pointless answer, shall we? We'll start with Ted Danson. Body Heat, pointless answer there. Dad, Mad Money, The Onion Field. 3 Men and a Little Lady was the second biggest score for him. 3 Men and a Baby was the biggest scorer. Woody Harrelson, he's done far more films than the other two, some big films here. 2012 was a pointless answer. Prairie Home Companion. 7 Psychopaths, a pointless answer. The People versus Larry Flint as well. The Hunger Games, the original Hunger Games, was the biggest scorer for Woody Harrelson. And Kirstie Alley. Her top 3 scorers were the Look Who's Talking films, but pointless answers, Accidental Love, Back by Midnight, Blind Date, and Deconstructing Harry, the Woody Allen film. Very well done if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Wendy and Kat, thank you so much. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £4,000. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.